The hub in Wetaskiwin opened in November of last year. It housed 60 people each night and provided services to hundreds more. In May, the city of Wetaskiwin pulled the lease on the city-owned building. The city said complaints from businesses and residents about increased crime caused the decision. Tyler GANDAM is the mayor of Wetaskiwin.
As time went on, we were seeing a big increase in the number of people downtown. Then there became an issue when people were being accosted. There was assaults happening downtown, open drug use, open alcohol use.
When the shelter closed on August 9th, many had nowhere to go. Some arrived on the doorstep of the Rock Soup Greenhouse and Food Bank. Craig HAAVALDSEN is the executive director.
If we close the shelter, where are people going to go? If we close the shelter, how are people going to eat? And these questions just kept going unanswered by the powers that be. And so on August 9th, when the shelter closed, 22 people showed up on our doorstep here at the Rock Soup Greenhouse and Food Bank because they knew we wouldn't turn them away.
They had to set up quickly. Rock Soup is providing land for tents, food, clothes washing, and paying for showers at the nearby pool.
We're volunteer run, so me and about 7 volunteers put together camp for 22 in 2 hours. They came with no tents, no blankets, no nothing. We put the call out to our community on social media, and people rallied. And so we were able to shelter, feed, and clothe 22 people on night 1.
DUNCAN is a mental health and homeless advocate. He's working with the Rock Soup to help those in Wetaskiwin who need it. He says the city doesn't have a plan for the winter to help the people staying here and the other encampments in the city.
They want to move everyone over behind this empty lot behind Walmart, and it's kind of ridiculous because they aren't offering any amenities, washrooms, food support.
Both DUNCAN and HAAVALDSEN say the reports of crime are overblown.
Because they're saying that it's bringing more crime to the neighborhood, but I don't see that really happening. A lot of these people are pretty respectful to the area. And a lot of it's just blatant racism from City of Wetaskiwin members. A lot of them drive up and they'll yell at the campers, go back to the reserve, you know, dirty Indians, you don't belong here.
I think more it's about the perception of the people than the actual people. And I've seen that here firsthand. We're seeing overt racism here in Wetaskiwin. Unlike I've ever seen in my career. I worked in children's services for a long time. I've never seen racism at this level.
Look, this is all we got left is that right there.
Sometimes they burn those pallets.
Yeah, that's 3 more logs for the night. How are we going to deal with that?
Tom has been living in the teepee outside the Rock Soup. Tom is not his real name. He says local residents shine headlights at the tents at night to disturb their sleep.
They drive by on their vehicles and rev them up, the heavy, with the loud pipes, they're heavy trucks, yeah. Then they beep the horn 4 in the morning by here real long, just to be ignorant, right?
To keep you awake?
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Tom is asking for donations of wood, socks, and winter clothing. The firewood is nearly gone.
This thing doesn't burn like a vehicle, you need fuel to run it, right? Same with this, it needs wood to run. Without this wood, it's going to get cold in there.
Mayor GANDAM says the site behind the Walmart will provide washrooms, garbage disposal, and a fire pit. The location has been used in the past. He says the city is working towards a permanent solution.
Not everything has gone smoothly. We haven't gotten it right every time, but we learn from our mistakes and we're going to continue to do that and continue to make that effort.
Are you confident that there will be a solution and a place for these people to stay before the winter?
I am confident, yeah.
Tom is grateful for the help of the Rock Soup, but their resources are limited.
Yeah, people are just trying to live here and survive. Look, we're starving. Soup Rock can only support so much, right? And they're bending their backs just to keep these guys fed every day and draining their accounts just to makes people happy, Nobody else out there is pulling for us, just them. But, if you have a heart, come here and support us.
Chris Stewart, APTN National News, Wetaskiwin, Alberta.